far beyond the harbor line, where restless waters meet the sky. An old lighthouse stood alone, watching years drift by. We used to drive there every Friday, leaving all our worries behind. You'd bring coffee in a paper cup and dreams too big to hide. We carved our initials on a railing, laughing at the ocean wind, certain nothing in the future could change what had been written. Every wave was singing like it knew our names. Indigo Lighthouse, shining through the blue, guiding every hopeful part of me back to you. Indigo Lighthouse, standing through the storm, you were always my direction. You were always home. Then life became a crowded highway, full of exits we didn't choose. You followed opportunities, I followed different truths. The calls grew short and distant, the visits few and far between, until we became two strangers, holding fragments of the dream. Love was still there somewhere, but harder now to find. Indigo Lighthouse, shining through the rain, trying to keep us together as we slowly changed. Indigo Lighthouse, still glowing on the shore, for a ship that lost its bearing and returned no more. Last summer I went back alone, the railing had been replaced, the paint was peeling from the tower, time had touched the place. But when the evening settled and the beacon cut the dark, I felt your memory awaken, like a match against my heart. Indigo Lighthouse, though the years have passed us by, its light still sweeps across the water and across my mind. Indigo Lighthouse, some things never disappear, not the love we shared together, not the echoes I still hear. The ocean keeps its secrets, the stars keep shining too, and somewhere in that endless darkness, a light still points to you. The mailbox stood beside the road, beneath an aging maple tree, holding pieces of the lives we thought would always be. You traveled west for one long summer, chasing a dream across the states. I stayed behind and counted sunsets, marking numbers on the dates. Then every week a letter arrived with a crimson postmark on the side, filled with stories, hopes, and sketches of the world beyond the ride. I knew your handwriting before I saw your name. Crimson postmark, crossing mountains, crossing miles, bringing little pieces of you wrapped inside each line. Crimson postmark, like a heartbeat through the air, turning lonely afternoons into moments we could share. The summer turned to autumn, then autumn slipped away. Soon your journeys grew much longer, and your plans began to change. The letter still arrived faithfully, but something felt unspoken there. The spaces between the paragraphs carried more than words could bear. Sometimes distance whispers before it starts to shout. Crimson postmark, arriving with the rain, holding traces of a future we could never quite sustain. Crimson postmark, the ink began to fade, like two hearts trying to preserve the promises they made. Years later at a flea market, I found a box tied up with string, every letter still intact, every dream tucked in between. I read them through the afternoon and smiled at who we'd been, two young souls convinced that love could outrun anything. Crimson postmark, though the journey reached its end, I still treasure every page you chose to send. Crimson postmark, a reminder soft and true, that even when love changes shape, its beauty carries through. The mailbox stands beside the road as evening paints the sky. and somewhere a letter is traveling like a memory passing by. In the garden of your mother's house, among the roses and the vines, a diamond sundial caught the daylight and quietly measured time. We spent our Sundays there together, sharing secrets on the lawn, watching shadows cross the numbers from the morning to the dawn. You would trace your name beside me on the weathered marble frame, saying love could outlast seasons if two hearts stayed the same. Back then, every hour felt like a gift we couldn't lose. Diamond sundial, turning sunlight into gold, holding all the hours when our story still unfolded. Then the years became much heavier than either of us knew. Responsibilities and compromises changed the colors we once drew. The garden stayed familiar, but our lives began to bend like two roads leaving one another around an unseen end. Time was never cruel, it simply moved along. Diamond sundial, casting shadows on the stone, measuring the distance between together and alone. Across the quiet night. Last spring I passed that garden gate. The roses climbed the wall. The sundial stood exactly where it had always stood through all. And for a moment I could see us young and fearless in the sun, certain every dream before us had only just begun. Diamond sundial, though the sunlight fades away, the memories remain illuminated by another kind of day. Footprints on my heart. The evening settles softly as the sky turns amber blue and the sundial keeps on counting the hours I shared with you. Above the crowded boulevard, where taxis trace the evening glow, a cobalt balcony overlooked the restless world below. You rented that old apartment on the corner of 8th and Vine, with peeling paint and crooked windows, but the view felt so divine. We spent long nights out on that balcony, sharing dreams above the street, counting distant city sirens like a strange and gentle beat. The stars were hard to find, but we never seemed to care. Cobalt balcony, where our young hearts learned to fly, suspended over endless lights beneath the painted sky. Cobalt balcony, every promise felt so real, like the city itself was listening to everything we'd feel. The years arrived with their demands and opportunities to chase. You were offered distant horizons, I was rooted in one place. At first we swore the miles were nothing, just a challenge we could face. But phone calls turned to brief exchanges, and silence took their place. Love can't survive the storm, yet struggle with us again. Cobalt balcony, still shining in my mind, holding all the words we meant, but somehow left behind. Cobalt balcony, above those busy streets, where two hearts stood together, believing love was guaranteed. Last autumn I returned there, the building had been sold, the balcony was renovated, the railings painted gold. But standing on that same old corner, I could almost see us still, laughing at the traffic below. Certain time would stand still. Cobalt balcony, The boulevard keeps moving like it always used to do. And somewhere high above the city, a balcony remembers you. On a shelf beside the fireplace, among the books and family frames, a garnet hourglass stood quietly, as if it knew our names. You bought it on a weekend getaway from a little mountain store, saying every grain of falling sand was worth cherishing even more. We laughed about forever like it couldn't slip away, certain all the years ahead would look just like that day. Every moment felt endless, every heartbeat felt new. Garnet hourglass, pouring rubies through the light, measuring the precious seconds of our long summer nights. Garnet hourglass, turning slowly in our hands, holding all the dreams we built and every future we had planned. Then came promotions, deadlines, and calendars filled tight. We started missing dinners and sleeping through good nights. The love was never absent, it was hidden underneath layers of responsibility and promises we couldn't keep. Time wasn't our enemy, but neither was it kind. Garnet hourglass, watching seasons rearrange as two hearts tried to hold on while everything else changed. Garnet hourglass, the sand kept falling down like little pieces of forever, scattering on the ground. One evening after we had parted, I turned the glass around and watched the crimson grains descend without making a sound. That's when I finally understood what love had taught me then. The value of a beautiful moment isn't measured by its end. Garnet hourglass, still glowing in the afternoon, holding traces of your laughter like a familiar tune. Garnet hourglass, though the years have come and gone, the love we shared remains a color that time can't wash upon. The room grows quiet with the evening as shadows cross the floor, and the hourglass keeps turning house made of glass, where sunlight painted colored patterns across the seasons as they passed. You took me there one April morning, when the air was fresh and new. The orchids climbed like living poems, and every blossom pointed to you. We wandered through the winding pathways, talking softly hand in hand, making plans that stretched forever, like roots beneath the land. Every flower seemed to listen, every color seemed to shine. Opal Greenhouse, filled with gardens of our dreams, where love grew wild and fearless beside the quiet streams. Opal Greenhouse, beneath the crystal dome, no matter where the world would lead us, that place felt like home. Years unfolded like the petals of the roses by the gate. Some bloomed bright with celebration, some bent beneath their weight. The greenhouse stayed untouched by weather, but we changed with every year, trading certainty for questions and closeness for career. Even the strongest branches sometimes grow apart. Opal Greenhouse, now I walk those paths alone, watching sunlight cross the flowers where our shadows once had grown. Opal Greenhouse, still beautiful and true. Every blossom holds a memory of afternoons with you. Last spring a young couple passed me, laughing underneath the vines. For a moment I saw a reflection, frozen somewhere back in time. And instead of feeling sorrow, I smiled and let it be, because love leaves behind a garden long after the leaves are free. Opal Greenhouse, the seasons come and go, yet the seeds of what we shared there still quietly grow. Opal Greenhouse, between forgotten melodies. A sapphire vinyl caught the light and brought you back to me. You were searching for a love song I'd never heard before. Your smile arrived before your words as you walked across the floor. We spent the afternoon together, turning records one by one, laughing at the faded covers till the closing hour had come. Every song became a chapter, every chorus felt brand new. Sapphire vinyl, spinning slowly through the night, filling every empty corner with its warm and colored light. Sapphire vinyl, turning memories into sound. Every note still carries pieces of the love we found. Years later in our living room, the same record used to play, while we danced without an audience at the ending of the day. Then life became a crowded station, full of departures and delays. And somewhere in the noise around us, we misplaced our softer ways. The music kept on playing, though we stopped hearing the tune. Sapphire vinyl, turning underneath the needle's glow, like a circle of old promises from so very long ago. Sapphire vinyl, with every crackle and refrain, you bring back the quiet magic that still survives the rain. Last Saturday I found that record hidden in a wooden crate. The cover worn, the edges faded, yet somehow untouched by fate. I placed it on the turntable and the room began to change. For 4 minutes and 30 seconds, the years felt rearranged. Sapphire vinyl, spinning above the hills beyond the town. A pearl observatory stood, watching over endless skies the way young dreamers would. You took me there one August evening, with a blanket and a map, tracing constellations with your finger across the midnight black. You said every star was someone's story, shining long after they're gone. I smiled and leaned against your shoulder as the universe rolled on. In that quiet silver darkness, everything felt clear. Pearl Observatory, where our future touched the sky. Every wish became a reason, every reason learned to fly. Bigger than enough. The years moved faster than we noticed, like comets crossing out of sight. Careers and obligations pulled us into separate lives. But not the same amount of time. And little by little, the distance began to redraw every line. Some stars fade slowly before they disappear. Pearl Observatory, still shining in my mind, holding all the conversations that we somehow left behind. Pearl Observatory, underneath that endless dome, I learned that even lost love can leave a lasting glow. Last winter I climbed the hillside just to see it one more time. The telescope was older now, but the stars were still alive. A young couple stood beside me, laughing in the cold night air, and I saw us in their shadows, like a memory waiting there. Pearl Observatory, though the years have drifted far, every dream we ever shared still sparkles like a star. and again and again. The hillside falls to silence as dawn begins anew, and somewhere in the waking sky a star still shines for you. Inside a weathered passport book, between two pages worn and thin, a topaz boarding pass remained from where our story had begun. We met beside a crowded terminal, two flights delayed by summer storms. He laughed about the waiting hours and somehow made them warm. The speakers called 100 names, but neither one of us would leave. We traded dreams across the seas, like children learning to believe. Sometimes fate arrives quietly in places no one plans. Topaz boarding pass, you carried more than miles. You carried two uncertain hearts toward unexpected skies. Topaz boarding pass, a tiny piece of gold, holding all the first hellos and promises untold. The years became a collection of departures and returns, airports filled with kisses, and lessons we would learn. Sometimes we'd run through crowded hallways just to make a flight on time. Sometimes we'd stand at separate gates, watching distance draw its line. Love survived the miles, but not the changing years. Topaz boarding pass, folded by another age, still preserving fragments of a brighter, younger page. Topaz boarding pass, though the journey reached its end, I still hear your laughter when the engines rise again. Last month I crossed an ocean and stared out through the glass, watching city lights grow smaller, like reflections from the past. For a moment I imagined you were sitting by my side, and all the roads between us had never changed our lives. Topaz boarding pass, somewhere between then and now, we became different the flight departs, and a small forgotten ticket still carries both our hearts. The old theater on Main Street still wore its lights with pride. A Jade Marquee above the entrance, glowing through the night. You work the ticket window, I sold popcorn after school. We spent long evenings stealing moments, breaking every rule. When the final show was ending and the crowd had disappeared, we danced between the empty aisles to songs that no one heard. The world outside kept turning, but time stood still inside. Jade Marquee, shining over you and me, casting dreams across the pavement like a private symphony. Jade Marquee, bright enough to make us believe. Every love story we watched was ours eventually. Years later, the theater struggled. Streaming shadows filled the town. The crowds grew smaller every season, and the curtains all came down. You wanted to save the building, I wanted to save our plans. We were pulling in different directions without understanding. Sometimes hearts stay loyal while their futures disagree. Jade Marquee, still glowing in my memory. Though the films have long stopped rolling, you remain a part of me. Jade Marquee, spills onto Main Street as the midnight sky turns blue, and above the door the jade lights glow like a memory of you. At the center of the boardwalk, where the summer crowds would flow, an onyx carousel clock stood, watching everyone below. You work the lemonade stand, I played songs in a local band. Every evening after sunset, you would wait from where you'd stand. The carousel kept turning, children laughing through the air, and somehow every spinning light led me back to you there. Every night at 9:45, you'd meet me by the clock again. Onyx carousel clock, keeping time for me and you, marking every stolen moment like only true love could do. Onyx carousel clock, beneath its hands we'd always meet, while the music and the laughter turned the summer bittersweet. The seasons changed, the boardwalk quieted, tourists faded with the sun. You left for a university and a new life just begun. We wrote letters through December, called whenever we had time, but dreams can pull two hearts apart without committing any crime. Neither one stopped caring, we just followed different stars. Onyx carousel clock, still standing by the shore, watching waves replace the footprints that aren't there anymore. Onyx carousel clock, your hands keep moving on, while the echoes of our young love refuse to truly be gone. Last July I took a drive there just to see the place once more. The carousel was older now, but it still faced the shore. I saw our initials on a railing, weathered by the years and rain. And for a moment I could hear your laughter once again. Onyx carousel clock, you witnessed all we used to be. Two hopeful hearts believing love could stop eternity. Onyx carousel clock, though the summer reached its end, the memory keeps circling back again and again. The boardwalk sleeps beneath the stars as the ocean hums its tune, and the old clock keeps on counting through another quiet June. Inside a wooden jewelry box on a shelf above the stairs, a Celadon Music Box still waiting there. You gave it to me on my birthday, when the spring was in the air. It played a tune so soft and fragile, like a whisper through your hair. We used to sit beside the window, listening to its gentle sound, making promises in silence, while the melody spun round. Every note felt like forever, every moment felt so true. Celadon Music Box, playing songs of you and me, turning quiet little seconds into memories. Celadon Music Box, spinning softly through the years, holding all the love we made and all the unshed tears. Then life began to scatter us like petals in the wind. New cities, new directions, new beginnings to defend. We stopped sitting by the window, the box stayed closed for days, but inside it kept on playing, like a love that never fades. Even silence cannot stop what the heart still knows. Celadon Music Box, still turning in my mind, like a fragile piece of time that I Suddenly the past returned like it had never been. The room was filled with echoes of a love we used to know, and for a moment I believed you'd never really go. Celadon Music Box, you still sing our melody. Though the world has changed around us, it stays exactly as it used to be. Celadon Music Box, you remind me who we are. Two hearts forever dancing to a faded, distant star. The music slowly softens as the night drifts far and wide, and the little wooden box still holds what time could never hide. Beneath the violet sky at night, the city garden softly glows, where neon wisteria hangs down in electric purple flows. You met me by the fountain steps where reflections split the dark. Your jacket caught the street lights shimmer like a flicker of a spark. We talked about 1,000 futures without knowing what they'd be, while blossoms swayed in neon colors like they understood our need. Every breath felt like a promise, every glance a destiny. Neon wisteria, dancing in the midnight air, wrapping all our fleeting moments in a glow we used to share. Neon wisteria, blooming where the shadows fall. You and I beneath its colors, we believed we had it all. But life rewrote our direction like graffiti on the rain. You followed roads I couldn't see, and I stayed behind the pain. The garden kept on glowing even when we lost the way, like a love that never disappears, just slowly drifts away. Some things don't get endings, they just fade into the sky. Neon wisteria, still alive inside my mind. city breathes in silence as the night dissolves to blue, and the neon flowers whisper that I once belonged to you. Across the river where the factories sleep, an obsidian swing bridge rose, connecting to forgotten sides, where only the cold wind blows. You met me there on rainy evenings, where the iron shadows crossed. We carved our names into the railing, counting everything we lost. The city hummed beneath our silence, like a song we couldn't hear. But in that place of rust and midnight, you always felt so near. Every step the bridge would echo, like a heartbeat in the air. Obsidian swing bridge, turning slowly through the night, holding all our fragile moments between darkness and the light. Obsidian swing bridge, where two worlds became one line, and for a fleeting second you were yours and I was mine. But time began to fracture, like the steel beneath our feet. You were pulled toward the east side, I stayed west across the street. The bridge kept on its turning, even when we couldn't stay, like love that still remembers us, but cannot find the way. Distance never shouts, it simply grows in between. Obsidian swing bridge, still rotating in my mind, where every broken promise was once perfectly aligned. Obsidian swing bridge, now the river flows below, carrying the pieces of a life we used to know. The river keeps on flowing as the city fades to gray, and the bridge turns slowly onward in a memory that won't decay. We folded little airplanes from pages torn and worn, and sent them into skylines where the morning had been born. You stood beside the rooftop with your hair against the wind, laughing at the idea that endings might begin. Each paper held a secret, each crease a quiet dream, floating over city noise like something in between. We believed the air could carry anything we would send. Luminous paper sky, where our wishes learn to fly. Every fragile little promise never asked us why. Luminous paper sky, holding time inside its glow, turning every maybe into something we would know. The years became more grounded, no more rooftops in the rain, just calendars and distance and familiar kinds of strain. The airplanes got forgotten in a drawer beside the bed, but somehow in the silence they still fly inside my head. Some dreams don't disappear, they just change where they belong. Luminous paper sky, still unfolding in my mind, like a fragile constellation left suspended in rewind. Luminous paper sky, the day dissolves to blue, and 1,000 paper memories keep flying